Goliath-style confrontation, only this time Goliath won. Today, the executives of a small radio station on the north coast of New South Wales were still reeling after a run-in with radio superstar John Laws. Laws refused to send his program to the station, Radio 97, after it decided to conduct a poll on his popularity. The program was off-air for just 2 days when the station decided it needed Laws back on air. And thousands of listeners heard the station's general manager say he was sorry. Paul Ransley reports.
Just out of interest, the woman who rang and said that I should have no right to call the program off, if I don't have a right to call it off, who does? I mean, I'll call it off here if I feel like. I'll get up and walk out now.
Well, I believe most people now understand that you have the right to do that.
Of course I mean, if, anybody who does something surely has the right to stop doing it.
Yes. John Laws, Australia's highest paid and arguably most powerful radio personality, forcing this man, Ian Cousins, to eat humble pie.
John, I wish to call you to tell you how absolutely right John Laws is, which I know you know. The popularity of your program on the Tweed Coast and Gold Coast area has been absolutely overwhelming.
Cousins is manager of Radio 97 on the Queensland-New South Wales border, and today he was scaling new heights in the age-old art of flattery.
I believe, and I say this with sincerity, that you are the greatest broadcaster in the country. That's the reason why we wanted the program on.
John Laws' relationship with Radio 97 has been short, but definitely memorable. The station had been taking his program on relay from Sydney for just 8 days, when, after some adverse listener reaction, it decided to conduct a phone-in poll to test Mr. Laws' popularity. Now, John Laws objected to that, and on Monday, on air, he phoned the general manager here and said he would no longer be sending his program to Radio 97.
I think it would have been nice had he asked me. And I think it was a bit hasty to throw my credibility to the public. I mean, I've been around long enough. I don't do auditions.
We did want to gauge a listener reaction. Because we'd had negative phone calls, I believe people that like a program won't necessarily pick up the phone and ring you and say so. And for us to do that was important from our point of view for our listeners.
The row created headlines in the local press, and the radio station conducted its poll to find that 60% of its listeners liked Laws. So today, thousands of the superstar's followers tuned in for round 2. But it was definitely a one-sided bout.
It was never our station's intention to take the program off the air.
The people who initially said that they didn't want me there, what were the sort of reasons they gave?
Well, John,
I mean, they'd heard the program for a week, so they were in a position to make a really soundly based assessment of it, weren't they?
Yeah. The reaction was, I got away from Sydney to get away from John Laws.
Serves the bastards right. I'll chase them wherever they go.
Could I play you some of the comments we received yesterday on our phone poll?
We really do love John Laws, and why should this stupid old woman,
They're playing all the good ones.
she may be, let her go back to Sydney if she doesn't want to listen to it.
You tell John Laws to me, he'd look real funny sitting on top of that program, because if I had my way, that's where I'd put it.
I'm all for John Laws. I enjoy the program.
Some riveting stuff, this, isn't it?
You should definitely have John Laws back. He is the most marvellous.
Hey, Ian, that's enough. That's enough.
By gauging a listener reaction, we dug out, I guess, of the woodwork, the people that believed in you and the program.
It's a fascinating thing to say that you dug them out of the woodwork. I thought that, there were a few around who were evident. But anyway, be that as it may, it's all been a very interesting operation. And if the object of the operation, as far as you were concerned, was to get some publicity, you certainly achieved that, didn't you?
Well, John, that wasn't the original intention.
I thought it was a bit sycophantic. I wouldn't have gone to those extremes. But
we don't really need John Laws. We are basically a music radio station, but I believe it's an excellent ingredient into our programming. Could I now officially invite you back on our radio station on behalf of our listeners of the Tweed Gold Coast area?
Yeah, I'll drop you a line.
Rude, funny, controversial, sympathetic, but never dull. The John Laws Show.
He's gone. End of conversation, folks.
I think what I'll do if it's all right with him, his radio station, the program could go back up there, but I don't want to be paid for it. What I'll do is I will have him send the money that he would have paid me to broadcast on his radio station to the Ted Knopf's life education centres.
John Laws can sometimes be very arrogant.
And do you think he was arrogant with you today?
Yes, I do.
Rude, controversial, sympathetic, but never dull. More in a moment.